Greetings, mortals, and welcome to a very, very early start.
So, today we are starting up the stream early. We are potentially going late. Those who are following on YouTube, this is hopefully not going to be a 4-hour video like normal. This is hopefully going to be 7-8 hours. We'll see how long this stream is. So, my goal is to get to the year 1400 successfully with a start that I'm happy with. That is our intention today. I have locked in the sort of like parameters for how I'm going to handle things. We've changed the rule set slightly, and we did have to load in completely. The game still is crashing every other window when it is in the main menu and loading screens and stuff. It just crashed Discord and another program, both of them today while I was starting up things. It was crazy. I didn't have OBS open. I was just starting the game up, and I was like, okay, let's get everything loaded up, and then we'll do the thing, and like give it time to do everything that it wants to do. Just gave it all the time in the world to do everything, and it managed to crash both Discord and another program. So, love that for me. I love that. So, today, let's see, do we have... This is transport, which is not optimal for us, but it's fine. We'll take it. So, I have loaded this file up. I know one thing about this file. This was the first file that I opened up. I do know that I can get a royal marriage on this file. So we've gotten lucky, and we actually get a royal marriage with Santabong, which is pretty nice. That's like a pretty good thing to pick up right here off the beginning. Right off the bat, we get a royal marriage arranged, which will hopefully secure a whatchamacallit. This will hopefully secure things for me. I don't know what gurus we have. Max literacy plus 5%, but I don't have anything that increases my literacy rate. This gives plus 0.1 monthly literacy. We do this invite, because I believe that my literacy is currently not at the cap. The literacy cap matters only if you have things that increase, things that make it so that your literacy is actually going up. So we do need to do stuff to get this going the correct direction, but that's fine. I do think that in terms of the things that we have settled on for our opening, I am quite happy with these. Primacy of the nobility, just toss it. We don't need it. That massively reduces their overall power. And then we go to our economics. We max out cost of court. We can max out stability spending to get that back under control. And we know that nobody is going to be happy with us no matter what we do. So, we max out the tax rate on everybody. Well, maybe not. The tribes don't pay taxes anyway. At least I don't think they do. I don't think that they have anything that would allow them to pay taxes. So I think we go with this. This gives us monthly prosperity. I love that for us. So we click this button. We click some buttons for the Sudra. We are giving them autonomous villages. That gives rural migration attraction, which is very nice. And then we get common militias, which is just good. This, I think, is very solid. That is going to dramatically improve some of our levy stuff. So we have to give two things to the Vicia. Let's give them production efficiency. And let's give them, I believe, treasury rights. Okay, so with them having treasury rights and all that jazz, we're all solid. We can now improve our opinion. We cannot improve our opinion with Santabong. We need to improve our opinion with who? We actually have less of a concern here. We need Santubong, and let's just go with Manjung first. I think that makes the most sense. Though it's probably a good idea to get some of that going. It's fine, though. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we do this, and then we do this, and then this. Diplo capacity. Literacy again. And then we have the ability to get 30% to the thing, but this is quite a lot that we've already done. I think we maybe hold off for now. Okay, so we can get individual apprenticeships, which I don't think we need. The other thing that I'm going to do... Oh, no, we can't do it now. We need to wait until our legitimacy caps out. Next on our agenda, how expensive is it to build a thing on day one? This is cheap as fuck. We're buying a Jeweler's Guild. Alright, that's day one. Then, societal change. We will change... Actually, no, we're not going to do that with our first thing. We're going to encourage migration to the Subi Islands. You're going to set a person in charge of this. Nobody who's... I don't have anybody who's good at both of these things. I think we set you... Wait, no, never mind. Okay, we're setting you to this. And this is going to be, at least for now, a dedicated slot to monthly changes. So this is encouraging Synthesized, which gives us this person who has a very solid value for that. Okay, now, we cannot do the thing yet. Okay. We cannot give anybody market access preference. We're going to be getting an alliance with Santubong. And an alliance with Manjung, I believe. And we need to get our economy in order. We've got this stuff set. But do we want market automation? I don't think so. I think we want... We can import this for profit. I don't think it's gonna go great for us. So we are going to... click this button. And I'm gonna see how it goes with like a single trade. So trade income is 5. Okay, Jeweler's Guild. Do we have anything else that we need to do off the bat? I don't know that we do. We're not sending out a colonial charter on day 1. We're holding off for now. So... I think we're set. I think I maybe treat this as basically turn-based. And just go to the first of the next month and just immediately pause the game on the first. And we do still get things ticking. It takes time for it to calculate all this stuff. Our goal today is to absolutely just bull rush buildings in Temasek and invest nothing in anything else until we have accomplished some of our objectives. So I could send out the alliance offer to Santabong today. Do I want to do that? I think I do. This gives me plus 50. I might be able to immediately get them as a vassal without needing to even start improving my relations with them, honestly. I think we are ready to... Nope, we're not. We need to check our trades. And this is not the most expensive trade we can do. So we click this button. Did we already hit a new month? Jesus, okay, that was fast. So, next. Now, am I basically emulating the behavior that the AI would be doing? Kind of, but the AI would also be doing these imports, and I don't control the trade outside of my own capital, so I don't know that it would actually work. And I'm just not going to worry about it for now. So we're building this first jeweler here. Okay, it's still 31. If I can get a second jeweler started, that will be a big deal. Anything else that I need to do? Yes. We offer market access preference to Santabong. And then we have to wait 4 months to be able to do any more diplomatic actions. So we hit the next month. We pause the game. And we click this button. We will eventually be making some adjustments to this, but for now, this is how we're going to handle this. Okay, we're going to export some gold to Vijaya. Okay, the insurgent Kshatriya. Okay. A marriage union has been formed. Jesus Christ, how many people just died? They died on the same day? Holy shit. Alright, so. Did we hit... We did not. Let's take a look at our finances. Okay, this seems like it's the best thing for right now. We hold on to this until next month. We pause the game. And we can apparently make a shit ton of money. This is the maximum we can export, so we export this and this. And hopefully that works and gets us some nice money. The price here has gone up to what? Oh, there's not enough masonry at all. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Do we build a mason next? No. I think we wait. We haven't finished the building. We have the ability to do a thing. Ask them to become our vassal. Santabong is a vassal. Okay. Santabong is now a vassal. I think I might be able to convert them to a fiefdom later, which would be nice. Okay, then. Whew. So, Santabong is now a vassal. Can I colonize here? I can create a colonial charter here now. We're not going to, but rather than annex Santabong, I think we expand Santabong to include all of this territory later. Okay. So, our colonial prospects are a thing that we deal with later. We don't need to worry about them at this exact moment. Now, what else do we need to do? Subi Islands has that going. That's all fine. We need to, at some point, get an alliance going with you. So we'll get an alliance with Manjung eventually. And the hope is that at some point they will annex Pahang, and then I can immediately vassalize them, but there's no guarantee of that. Let's see. Right, Pahang, I can't just annex you, right? They're a different religion. Okay. So, we've now taken this month. What else do we do? The trades are set up appropriately for this month. I think we're golden. So, Santabong is now a vassal, and we can... I guess we should probably start improving relations with them, because... I don't know. No, we actually want to start improving relations with people who aren't in our market. Weirdly, they are not in our market, even though they have the trade preference. So we need to get the desirability of our market up. It's now the 1st. We can check this again. There's not enough masonry. There is simply not enough masonry in the market. That's fine. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. And this is... Okay, so basically, this is the maximum we can get from dye. This is the maximum we can get from this. So we click those buttons. Alright, we wait until the 1st. We still don't have any masonry. There's still not enough masonry in the market. That's very funny. So, I think we maybe increase this mason first. I'm not positive. It's tempting to do the incense. But the profit per level hemorrhaged when I invested too much into incense. I feel like incense isn't used very much in the early game. So I think that basically any increase... Basically, if I double my production, I'm almost halving the price. So I don't know that that's worth investing in compared to making more masonry. Right? Like, upgrading the mason here. This gives me a decent amount of total profit, especially because I'm going to be using a shit ton of masonry. I'm going to be continuously pushing the price. I'm basically going to be pumping the market with masonry and then using it in huge swaths. So I think it makes the most sense for me to do it that way. Okay, let's take a look at the economics. These two are correct, I believe. So we wait until the 1st. And we pause the game. So, We still don't have enough masonry in the market to build this. This doesn't have the jewelry necessary, which is interesting. So we've definitely made the correct choice in that regard. So this is the best usage of our money, allegedly. Let's cancel this. Okay, so we click this button. We click this button. Okay, now encouraging synthesize is going well. Autocracy is on its way. This will finish in 21 days, and then we will have to make a choice on what we're building next. I think we just build a mason here. And because it's not we're not gonna have the month tick, we just click the button. It doesn't matter. We are building another mason. I think that's a better choice from a getting the expensive buildings built as quickly as possible perspective. So we're doing that. We now have 6 income. Now, this should have influenced the prices of things. So let's go ahead and remove all of these. And we can apparently make a little bit of money exporting some of this. We click this button. And we click this button. Alright. We are going to be micromanaging our trade for the first few years. This is probably the way to go in terms of getting ourselves basically making the best uses of our time, like our real life time. So, Santabong, do we have to improve our relations with you? I assume that this is Santabong. So, we could enable Scootage with Santabong, but there's not really a lot of reason to do that because Santabong doesn't make any money right now, I don't think. 0.06. So there's really no reason to do that. Let's see. I could... now that I think about it, border distance is significant. What is 64? I'm actually curious. Maybe I should create a colonial charter here. This colonial charter would get us this singular province right here in the middle, from which we could possibly vassalize basically all of these. And what we would want to do is basically vassalize these, wait 10 years, annex them, and then just give them to Santabong. If we can just do that, basically that would be actually really good for me. However, that's not what we're doing. Why is it not what we're doing? Because we need to only start doing that when we have fuck you money. So we're only doing that once we have fuck you money. Until then, we're not doing any such shenanigans. Okay. So, anything else that we need to do? Yes, we should go to you and start improving our relations with you, I think, because you will be right adjacent to me, so we'll sell them bio. And the hope here is that I can get them to join my market, have very, very high affection for me, then just throw out an alliance offer whenever I'm ready. It's all going to go fine. So, how are we doing on things? Do we need to change this? No, this has already been changed. We wait until the 1st of next month. Which is just ticked. We pause the game. How are you doing? Okay, we cannot do this. We're zeroing out our trade. We click this button. And then we click this button. This button. All right. So the hope here is that we can get the Jewelers Guild built eventually. The fact that there's literally no masonry is very funny. We've gone from extremely cheap masonry to 0 masonry anywhere in the country. Okay. So we get rid of this, we get rid of this. We just want to check that we're doing the correct things. And our income is pretty good, with us absolutely min-maxing the shit out of this. I don't think we need to push toward traditional economy. Traditional economy increases the cost of buildings, which is fine. That doesn't really matter that much. I do kind of like traditional economy, honestly, but I like 2.5 research progress a lot more than I like anything else. 2.5 research progress is like more than 10% of a tech. So we cancel this out, cancel this out. We just wanted everything to be calculated fresh. This is the most expensive market for this. It's entirely possible that this is basically what the AI would be doing if I let it to its own devices, but I don't trust it to do the job. Let's see here. What are we doing next? Clicking you again. Okay, so we're basically just recreating the same exact trade thing. We do have one person available, and I think we hold off on doing anything with them for this particular moment. I don't think we send anybody out, because I think the next thing I want to do is send market access to Manjung. It's tempting to get an alliance with Manjung, but I just don't really see much reason to. So do we have anything else we need to do? Yes, we need to move the laundry over. So I will be right back. And I'll even put up the be right back screen. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put up the be right back screen. it feels good to lock in with an actual opener. I really wish that I could actually start the game up and load into the game without without crashing OBS, because I would like to hit new game on stream optimally. Because this Santabong pickup is a big deal. I didn't reload for that, but you know, nobody who watches me would think that I would be doing that, honestly. Because if I was going to do that, I would tell people, right? There's been time, like I think for Byzantium runs, there's plenty of runs where I restart early if something happens. I would tell you if I was doing that. We're not in a situation where we need to do something like that, in my opinion. This Santabong pickup might lead to a really solid combination that lets us get all of this as vassals and get them all just put into Santabong. So we might be making a mega vassal out of Santabong in the early game for this particular run, rather than doing a lot of colonization. We'll just have to see. The colonizing will happen eventually, but it doesn't have to happen right now. So it's the first. Let's take a look. Did I do the things that I was supposed to do? This all looks fine, I think. So, can I purchase buildings? There's not enough glass. And this is very expensive now. So this means that we're probably going to be expanding the RGO. We do make more money by expanding the RGO than we do by not doing anything. The RGO will pay for itself, at least one level of it certainly will. And the Mason is interesting because it'll either be worth a lot of money or it'll be contributing to making everything cheaper. I really like the idea of maxing out Mason. I might actually just click the Mason up again instead. I don't know if that's optimal. I feel like it's not. I feel like I want to stagger up the value there because the market value of the masonry is let's see. I am going to cancel this out because I'm not seeing it on the list over there. So we just want to make sure that we have the correct amount in each of these positions. This seems like the most expensive trade. So, how are you doing with buildings? It would be very nice if they had anything particularly valuable in terms of RGOs. They don't have any valuable RGOs, which means that they are going to struggle a bit. How much does this cost now? This is 53. So expensive. If I were to build a market village here, 53. Okay, it costs too much. Are they in the same market? Oh, but part is in the same market, but part is not. Let's take a look. We have access to two different markets. No, so the Baroas market also is not. Is it Baroon? The Baroon market is not any better in terms. Well, it's a little bit better, but it's not meaningfully superior in that regard. I think I maybe click the masonry up again because I'm going to be spamming the shit out of buildings as fast as I can, and getting more masonry will mean that I'll be able to get cheaper stuff going in all these other places. Like, I don't know what I would need here, like a laborer building. A glassmaker is apparently a town building. It would be nice to have a glass guild. I think maybe we build a glass guild after we finish with our jewelry. At the moment, the jewelry is extremely valuable, and I can keep it valuable by just pushing it out of our market. Like I'm just exporting the jewelry that we have, and that's keeping the price up for now. So I'm making more money locally because I'm exporting the jewelry out, which keeps the amount of jewelry in our market from going up too much. Now, I'm also exporting silver and gold directly, which is not optimal from that perspective, but it's fine. We will see. I'm currently making considerable amount of money. Look at the fucking income on this. So crazy. The market price of jewelry is so high over there. The thing is that everyone and their mother's gonna be building jewelers over there, so like this is not gonna last. But it feels pretty good. Okay, we're gonna reset everything because we do need. Alright. Do that. Subi Islands has too many people in it. We'll go to Anambas. Wait, did somebody start building a jeweler? In Temasek? Let's go. So we have a jeweler that's been queued up for us, which means that we have a basically completely free time slot to invest into building something. Right? Like, we're gonna have enough money to build the next thing before we need it. So we now need to start expanding the queue outside of just Temasek. I think we build a Mason over in Tanjung Pinang. A Mason will never go to waste. This is something that we will need. And I think we're going to be basically flipping back and forth between building whatever is cheapest and easiest in Temasek and building Mason in Tanjung Pinang. Once we've finished accomplishing our objective here, which is to max out the Jewelers Guild and do whatever other nonsense needs to happen. You know, it's a little bit finicky doing this every month, but honestly, if you have it at just speed 5 and then you just pause it every month, this is actually going pretty fast. We are 2 years in already. So, not bad at all. At some point, I should probably invest into one of these. I should probably be investing into Santabong proper with something. That's probably sensible, but I don't know what I'm going to build for them yet. I might even build a Mason over there. Part of what I'm trying to accomplish with a Mason is just to ensure that the market has enough masonry that I can cheaply build stuff. I want to be developing this market. So, in absolute terms, I'm not improving my power relative to other people by flooding the market with masonry. It makes it cheaper for everyone to build. So everyone in this region gets richer when I do this. And one of the things that's kind of interesting is that there's like different dynamics to whether you care about local power in terms of like your relative, how big you are within the pond versus how big the pond is. So building masonry is very much, we are expanding the pond itself. right? And I should probably upgrade the incense because the income for that is going to be very high. That being said, maybe not. The Jewelers Guilds are doing a lot of work right now. We'll need a glass guild eventually. But honestly, until I start to... The faster that I get access to markets in mass, the faster I start crashing the markets for all of my goods overseas. I need to do it anyway over time just to give me trade power, because my trade advantage is currently very high, but it's not that crazy, right? Like, one event will put somebody else ahead of me. How are we doing on the insurgents? So the insurgents are halfway toward firing. I'm surprised that I can't do this yet. -3 with them. Autocracy is not even completed, actually, so we're... This is going very well so far, actually. This is pretty solid. Okay, we pause the game. Let's take a look. This is not going to work. So, this is apparently the most valuable trade that we have right now, so we're doing this. I would imagine that people have just started finishing up their first jewelers, and now the market for jewelry is going to crash. But the market for gold is going to go up as a result of that. Let's see. So we need +50 with them. We can get, I think, 30-ish. I think positive opinion gets us to 50. So if we can get this to 50 and get a bit more cultural influence, we can probably get that done just by getting just getting ourselves adjacent to them. So we are at the point now where we do want to consider, do we do this right now? What's the population here? It's low. If I do that, it costs me a building. I don't think it's... I think it's too early for that. It's too early. So... we now need to start improving relations with other people. Let's improve Selenbao's opinion of us and Landak's opinion of us. I think I'm going to try to just do this vassal chain over here where I just get a bunch of vassals in this area. So, Jewelers Guild is finishing up. Once it finishes, we will want to have enough money to build the next building. Unless... okay, we're going to wait and see how things go. Do we build this next, actually? The profit is going up a lot for this. I think we click this button. Yes, we click this button. This is worth too much money, and it's too easy to do for me to not want to click that button. We have to click that. This Mason is finishing up. And then we're looking here. we're expanding farms in Temasek and Mason in Tanjung Pinang. So, do we continue building in Tanjung Pinang right now? Jewelers Guild is finished. This isn't worth very much anymore. Do I build a mason in your cabinet? I assume that this is going to be upgraded eventually. No, I don't, because we need to build whatever we're going to build here in Tanjung Pinang. Tanjung Pinang. I guess we... Do we build another mason right now? How much does masonry-based stuff cost here? Do we increase the mason? I think we do. We max out our masons. Both of them. Once we have finished building the masons over here, I think we hold off for a bit. Are we doing on this? This is correct. We have not a ton of stuff to do here. It is actually tempting. It doesn't take that long to get... It takes, what, like... I think that I'll have adjacent controlled, so I think I'll be getting basically 50 population going there every month. So it takes like 2 years. I think we build the next building here in Temasek, and then we build another jeweler here. And then once we build the other jeweler here, we go to... Our first colonial venture, which will hopefully allow us to vassalize basically everyone over here. We can call a council. We're not going to yet. We're not calling a council yet. Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're quite going to be able to afford it on the first month, which means that we're going to have a little bit of dead air here, which is unfortunate. I would prefer... Because, yeah, this will get me to exactly 31, but I'm going to need 31 point something. So, I don't think... Actually, you know what? I think this is a reasonable thing to do right now. Just for today. Oh, actually, we have a lot of things we can do. We can increase the tax rate on everybody. So we can do that, but also we can just drop the cost of court down a bit. Let's just drop it down enough that we are comfortably moving up, and we're going to get this finished pretty much in the same time frame. However, it will mean that we can start building next month instead of in 2 months, assuming that the price doesn't go up. Okay, price hasn't gone up. We can afford this. We click Jewelers Guild. So the Jewelers Guild is going up. We're going to have level 3 jeweler. And how are we doing on trade? I'm actually going to put this back to max, and then we will take a look here. This looks correct. So we're expanding the farm. We're building a mason in Tanjung Pinang. And then we're building a jeweler here. We do not have enough population, like, movement to accomplish all of the tasks that we want. I'm actually wondering, do I want to immediately encourage migration to Temasek? I think I maybe do. Temasek getting a little bit of extra immigration will hopefully make it so that laborers and burghers start showing up at a faster pace. We got plus 20 from laborers, clerics, and nobles. No burghers. But that's okay. So, Tanjung Pinang, we have... There's only a maximum of 2 masons here. I've not checked on this. Seems fine. Wait, is it fine? Do I have... We have an additional 0.2 to spend. We do that. We gain 15 prestige. Interesting. I don't think I don't have enough population yet, unfortunately, to take advantage of that, to form a duchy. It would be nice to form a duchy off of this, but I also couldn't afford it, so it doesn't matter either way, I guess. That's fine. I know that it's giving me a warning there, but it's not a warning I need to pay attention to. Okay, so we will shortly have to deal with some stuff. Our finances are going up, not down. That's a good sign for right now. And our marketplace is probably working now, which is nice. A die maker would be useful to have, but I don't think I need to build that. I would love to start building these, but there's no glass. So I should potentially start building a glass guild. But I don't know that I want a glass guild there. I guess I probably should. Does the market consume glass, or does it just require it to build it? It just requires it to build, which is unfortunate. I just need the glass in the... I don't need it during the upkeep. So... that's unfortunate. So we're basically going to wait until this fires before we call the council. Because if we call the council now, we're going to fail. If we call the council after we have... Actually, do we tank our legitimacy now? I think we tank our legitimacy now. Let's get this done, I think. Let's go to states. There's no reason to wait on this, I don't think. We change the type of council to estate parliament. This gives us burghers in the parliament. And I think is useful. Okay, so that means that we now have 50 legitimacy again and have to work our way back up to it. We do have the legitimacy thing maxed out right now, right? Yes, cost of court is maxed. Our current trades are not the best trades we can do, so we switch to this. But the important thing is that even though trade has, like, tanked, we were making so much money before in terms of trade. Even though trade is tanked, our overall income is still going up because we just are producing so much more. And the hope is that we can keep this trend going the way that we want it to. The hope right now is that we can get this to level 4 for 30. Let's see. This gives extra clergy power and increases their estate's satisfaction equilibrium. I can probably click this button, that's fine. Let me take a look at my estates for a second. The Kshatriya are below 30. Unfortunately, the Vaisya are just over 25%. Let's take a look at this. We are just going to pump everybody's taxes up to max. Actually, the Vaisya are always above 50% because, of course, they're going to love me. Let's see here. Okay, our trade seems to be fine for right now, but we do want to max this out. Encourage citizens. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Still the maxed out thing. We're building another Jeweler's Guild. I also need to be checking this every month. 36. The price is still going down. I am going to click this button as long as it's below 38. I'm not going to try to do anything fancy. I'm actually going to click the button if it's below 40. I'm not going to dicker about it. We are actually... I'm tempted to click this right now, actually. I'm not going to click it right now. We're going to hope that... Actually, how long do we have? This will finish in December. I will wait. How are you doing on cost? 1.57 isn't bad. What was I doing? Something happened that I felt like I needed to respond to. I don't remember what it was. This can be built up to level 3 now. We're not going to do it yet, but it's an option at our disposal. I'm hopeful that this will be cheaper now. It's cheaper now. We got the price down to 31, which is basically the minimum price. We go ahead and click this button. There we go. Now, we still have 35, and we have a full thing here. There's a maximum of 4 Jewelers Guilds in this location. What the hell do I want to do now? Santabong it would be nice to build a Mason in Santabong. Or just something. But I think a Tools Guild is very profitable right now, but that's gonna drop off, I think. A Glass Guild costs 31 right now. You know what? I think we maybe queue up a Glass Guild. And the goal here is going to be to have enough glass in the market to start spamming marketplaces. And I think we might be at the point where we create a colonial charter. We're getting there. We're getting to the point where a colonial charter over there is going to be worthwhile. We've already got a relationship building with everybody over there. And I would assume that our power base relative to theirs is skyrocketing. So we can offer market access preference to Manjung now. That's great because that removes our threat of running into the limit there. And the reason that I started building the glass when I did is because I don't have anything else that I need to build, and I don't want to wait and have the price change, basically. So, like, if I wait, the price might skyrocket back up to 50, and so we want to strike while the iron's hot. Now then, an alliance offer from Lankasuka. I could probably do that if I wanted, but I don't know that I want to. I'm worried that Lankasuka is going to get really big and spooky. How are you in terms of... Pahang has declared them an enemy. They have an alliance with Beros. They have a Casus Belli against Kada. You know what? I will accept this. Because it doesn't... The vassals don't seem to cost that much in terms of Diplo stuff. Okay, we are going to piss off the Kshatriya, which makes sense. Considering. And then a rebellion occurs. And we need to look at this. Trade our gold out. We are going to raise our levies. Alright, so view. I click to here. I wait a few days. We swap the speed down to 3, because we're no longer in, like, monthly turn-based mode. Did you just delete again? What the fuck is happening to my soldiers? In the early game, just deleting. What the fuck just happened? God fucking damn it. I just lost like 700 population as well. Like these levies just disappear. Why does this keep happening? Fuck. I need to hire some elephant cav, I think. I don't think Lankasuka is actually going to bring troops over. So... that is so fucking rough. I thought that I was fine. When I got out to here, I was like, okay, we're fine now. What the hell is happening with this? I feel like it has never happened when I had regulars. So I'm wondering if I need to have regulars in the army just to prevent whatever the fuck this levy bug is. They only have 180 troops. Like, this is so easy of a war, and despite the fact that this is such an easy war, I can't win these wars. I'm so upset right now. because this army is raised, but it's not going to do anything, and it doesn't cost me a huge amount of like time or anything, I don't think, but it's like this is just 700 people who are dead for no reason. Like 700 population just got deleted for no reason. And I now have to wait 20 years to be able to siege back my property because even if I hire elephants, the elephants aren't going to get the job done because there's only 25 of them. And I don't want to hire other regulars. You know? Do I just create this colonial charter and just not fucking worry about it? No, because I have to build the next building. No, I don't. I already have the next building queued up. You know what? We do. No. This is expensive. You know what? Fuck it. We're clicking this button. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We click this button. It's fine. This is also way cheaper than it said it was. Okay, well, we just increased the speed to 5 because, like, there's... I'm so upset. I'm so annoyed. Why can't I see? How do I see the levies from here? I don't even have a sergeantry, so I can't even build the thing. Like... Yeah. I started stream early for this man. Come on. Yeah, this is gonna take very little time. And I can't call this because the thing that they're gonna want to do. Okay, so now we actually set everybody to this, I think. There's no reason to fuck around with it too much. So this, I think, will be useful. I just am so annoyed. Oh, Temasek has negative prosperity. I love that for me, I guess. Recovery effort. This is rough. Age of the Renaissance fires. We click administrative focus. We also have got a new tech. Okay. We cannot build this until there's more glass. I guess we can expand the RGO. The profit per level has cratered. You know what we could try? We could build a scriptorium. It's not super profitable on its own. That's amazing timing. So that is going to recover some of the problems we just ran into. Okay. I guess I need to build a sergeantry, don't I? I need this badly. This is the next thing that we build. That's gonna be a big thing for us. We need to start getting manpower. So, how many years do I have to wait before I can raise those levies again, which might just disappear when I tell them to do something? It just keeps happening, man. It's so upsetting. No, that's okay. But yeah, the nice thing is that this is only one province as well. This is definitely the meta, is just getting this one province here. Or, sorry, not province. This one location here. Temasek doesn't have anything building right now, right? No, it doesn't have the sergeantry. So the sergeantry is coming in next. Once the sergeantry is built, we will, I think, be in fairly good position. Who was... What did I think go into this? Oh. Interesting. Santabang is not in the war. Okay, is 68... Okay, 68 is the total number that I have, but doesn't... Wow, that's wild. We having some trubs over here in Temasek. So what happens if we get a white piece with our own nobles? It can't be good for me. Right? Absolutely cannot be good for me. It's really rough having a run that's going as well as this run is, and then have the entire run get completely fucking botched by the fact that the game just bugged out and deleted my levies. Like, why... Game, why you be like this? I have not been keeping track of my trade, and it's more important than ever right now to be keeping track of that shit. If I offer an alliance to somebody... Nobody's going to want to become an ally with me, I guess. So, minus 90, so it's a little under 50 between these two functions. I guess we start improving our relations with Silad. But it's a game is not paused. Okay. about this. We've increased our diplo capacity. This is... I wish that I knew what was causing this. Oh, the cost here has gone from... Jesus Christ. Alright. Okay. That's a good sign that we have enough of a local jewelry market to do that. How are we doing over here? 39. I think I have to get regulars. I think I have to get some regulars in. It's been 2 years since I lost control of all this shit. That's very funny. Yeah, okay, what needs to happen is I need to create 1 unit of elephant cav, and then what percentage of this is done? 12%. So it's going to take another 2 years-ish before I can raise those levies. If my fucking elephants disappear because there's something specifically wrong with this sea tile, I am going to lose my shit. Oh, I'm not building anything in Temasek. Wait a second. I'm not supposed to be building anything in Temasek. I am actually putting off building in Temasek until I have built some elephants. I can't believe I need elephants to put down fucking noble rebels. But, like, I could recruit other types of regulars. Like, I could recruit some footmen, but, like, I don't want to. Alright, I'll just accept this. Should I call Manjung into the war? Let's do it. Let's go, Manjung. You want to be an ally with me? Fucking kill my rebels for me, please. Will you do that for me? No? No, you don't feel like building any ships? Yeah, I figured you wouldn't. Okay, well that's fine. Oh, they've all got into a nice doom stack over here. That's super helpful and useful. Man, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Imagine the world we could... Whoa, that is a bad deal. Actually, can I... Okay, so you can't even do this right now, so let's... Do I have a recover levies button? I don't have a recover levies button, unfortunately. God damn it. Pop conversion speed. Pop assimilation speed is not bad for Temasek. What do we want to put points into? I don't have the ability to do any of these things yet. Actually, I could probably call Parliament if I wanted. I'm now realizing that I was being silly. Just let's do this. Call to freedom. Okay, I love that. We lose some prestige that I don't care about. Wait a second. Before we click that button, we don't have any minorities with a sufficiently large population, unfortunately. So let's click Call to Freedom. Get law changes. We want to have distribution of power favor the ruler. This is a big deal for me. And then we do tax exemption for the burgers. This is going to give me 44%. How much am I getting from the burgers right now? I'm getting a lot from the burgers right now. I'm honestly getting a lot from basically everybody. Let's see, we're at 16%. The thing is that I could click this button and immediately pass another law. It's 5 years, though. It's like 20%? What percentage of my current income from the burgers would that reduce me by? Yeah, that would cut the bulk of my taxation off of the burgers. But it would allow me to pass maybe two. Let's start clicking these buttons. Let's see what happens. Move toward decentralization is fine. And then supporting communal values or whatever. Because bellicose support we could click on as well, and that's also fine. Do we... We don't have any... We can't get the plus 25 event. So... I think I just leave this for now. We've gotten a considerable gain by allowing us to do the thing. I still can't believe that they're not raising any ships. It's so sad. This is so embarrassing. It's so incredibly embarrassing. Yeah, if we have the levies that we can get from Riau, I might be able to start taking some territory back. I'm not sure how much of the territory. I think I can get most of the Riau Islands back with okay, we need one more month, and we'll be able to afford our elephant cav that we need. Alright, so we can hire elephant cav now. We click this button. We can't do it yet. We don't have enough manpower. We have to wait to recover enough man. Oh my god. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, we are in the thing. Let's... I'm not going to worry about meritocracy yet. We can worry about meritocracy. Wait, where... Why can't I get... Oh, that's Age of Discovery. Let's see. It would be nice to get Mediterranean Galley ASAP. Production efficiency is nice. I think we go straight to this. I think we go straight to the Mediterranean Galley, honestly. That way I don't have to build any of the lower tier. I can just skip straight into it. Oh, wait. Didn't I change this? What happened? Oh, I never actually changed it because I was thinking about it and then didn't figure out what I wanted. Whoops. Let's start pushing innovative. I don't have to build the elephants. Okay, you know, whatever, man. That's very funny. I don't know how we got victory over the rebels, considering that they basically seceded from the Union for several years with no consequence. That doesn't feel like a win to me. I was sure that a white peace with the rebels was going to be very, very bad for me. Alright, so Sungao, we are going to give market access preference to... Okay, we're fine, actually. That didn't actually cost us that much. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And that does mean that I can start building infrastructure again. And it means that in the future, if I run into that situation again, I now know that I can actually just ignore those rebels. Okay, so this is now a part of our glorious nation. How do you feel about becoming our vassal? Minus 32. How do you feel about becoming our vassal? Oh, you're minus 2, huh? Well, next month I think you'll feel great about becoming our vassal. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to be able to vassalize Selambao. I think we can just vassalize through this whole place. And we'll be able to annex them over time. Selambao is now our vassal. Now, does that make it a little bit harder to get you as a vassal? I mean, sure, yeah, but... They have minus 91. They have no benefit from positive opinion right now. How about you? Minus 57, 20 from border. So minus 38. So we are gonna just go for you, I think. So Sungao, how are we doing on this? We now have a Diplo capacity of 2.16, which is not optimal for me. And we've started building that. We should have much more money coming in now, because we're no longer going to be spending a shit ton on that thing. Occupied by Kuripan. -36. We could get a significant boost by making them an ally first, but it's not, I think, a significant enough boost for me to feel like doing it. We could build that if we want, but I don't think we need to yet. Like, I don't. The masonry is not a huge cost right now, I don't think. Maybe it is. Yes, masonry is now fairly expensive, but we'll just wait a few months, see if this gets back in the direction we want it to get in. Again, the nice thing with masonry is that it's either reducing the cost of building things, or it is profit per level is only 0.88 right now. This has fluctuated dramatically. How much is this? 43. I think we build another mason. We max out our mason at Temasek. Alright, we're now at the point where we do have to consider investment into some other places. We are building a granary as well. What do we want to invest in? I don't know how long it's going to be before Tanjung Pinang is able to be built up with our thing. We have 4.6 trade output now. Not bad. So we're going to build this mason. I think from there we maybe do this unless the price goes down. My hope is that the price here goes down, not up. We'll see. So Silat is the vassal of somebody, question mark? It is a tributary of Kuripan. It's a disloyal subject of Kuripan. Interesting. Disloyal to the point where they're actually rebelling, I think. Okay, so Temasek is increasing in size again. And I need to move the laundry over again. Just give me a second. You know, we've gotten pretty decent progress considering that we haven't gotten to stream time yet. One second. Okay, we back. The laundry is complete. So we don't have to worry about laundry for the rest of the day. See, these are things that I would usually get done before stream time, but today I decided I should probably get things moving along faster. I'm very happy that I decided to start stream early today because I much prefer the shorter streams, like the 4-hour streams, which are not that short for most things, but are pretty short for a game like this. I generally prefer them. I get way less tired when I'm like doing the streams. Like, even if I want to stream longer, I'm not, kind of deal. And being judicious about that has, I think, improved my ability to actually maintain a schedule. But let's see. The Vicia get pissed off. Oh. We ain't doing tariffs. We ain't doing no tariffs. No, 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 no. Minus 185. Holy shit. Okay, friend, whatever. So Silat has lost their little war. So we're not going to be able to get them as a vassal. Minus 34, huh? Minus 34 isn't that crazy. We are currently building a thing here. 40 is not too bad. We're actually building 2 things here, it looks like. December. So, do we build a thing here? Do we continue building this masonry up? The potential profit is not amazing, but it does give me something to build here, like while we're waiting, because we have so finish in November of this year. So we'll finish in September. Are these both building at the same time? Oh, that granary is very fast. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's only 3 months. 4 months from now. Yeah, I think we... Oh, here's a question. Do we build a scriptorium? Yes, we need to get ourselves toward education. Education needs to be a thing. We need to get a library built in Temasek. And I think that's a greater priority. Is it a greater priority than building marketplaces? How much did I just spend on that? Not much. I spent very little on this. Maybe we do build these just because they're cheap. Yeah, you're building a settlement for yourself. You know, I love that for you. Oh, you only have 2 provinces. So, what are we doing now? We're not quite to 1350. And we could do Diplo rep, but I don't think we're gonna get you. Actually, Manjung broke off the alliance. So I could just offer this alliance and just get this done. So let's just do this. If we get this alliance built, then this whole area is largely protected from foreign influence. I think. Silat is unfortunately already a vassal of Kurupan. Not a vassal, a tributary of Kurupan. But, like, I think you're a vassal of Tanjungpura. You are no match for us. So if I could get Sangao as a vassal, I'd be able to make some Diplo income from them. Let's see. 25. We can make that happen. So we're pushing innovative. Tribes are unhappy with us. We can do... the Black Death. Do we build another Mason? I think we do. We build another Mason here. So, the real question is, do we start building ships soon? Which is going to require that we mass produce fishing villages. And the answer to that is, I don't know, honestly. I feel like I'm currently making more money every month. Even if I completely fuck up and forget to change out my trade for several months. Maybe I should give this... Let's give automation a try here, actually. I'm going to try doing trade automation. We'll see what it decides to do. But it's doing something similar to what I would be doing, probably. So I'm not going to worry about it. We'll leave that on for right now, just while I am puttering here. Let's get some movement. We gained another 15 prestige. Love to get prestige for free, which I can't convert into anything, but that's okay. Yeah, the more priests we have in the market, the better. So this is 41 now to build. This is 44. We should have something building here. I don't really want to build another incense thing. Library would be nice to have. A Distiller's Guild is apparently extremely expensive. Maybe I should just build a Distiller's Guild. You know what? Maybe I actually hold off and build a thing that will give me... These are not cheap, necessarily. Do I want to hold off? Oh, whoa. Okay, so we can build another scriptorium. We're fine. The price just tanked by 7 ducats. Is this what is this? Gold. It's just called gold. I see. They just call it gold. The price now 31. I think we actually just built another one. The other thing that's nice is that the more priests we have, priests use incense, so the more priests that we're populating the country with, the better. And or rather populating the market with. Doesn't really matter if they're in my country or not. It just matters whether they're in my market or not. I could build a market village here. And I think maybe we do a market village here. What's your control here? Your control here is 100. Your control here is 59%. Maybe I do build you a market village. I'm going to build you a market village. This is gonna like triple Santabong's income, so let's just build a market village for them. And do we build a market village for you as well? Actually, we have 2 buildings building over here. Maybe that's worth it. Giving each of my vassals over here a little bit of income would be nice, because I would like them to start building things for themselves. When I give them control of these gold mines, they'll have plenty of money to play with. But for now, because yeah, the nice thing is that it doesn't cost anything to annex someone. So annexing Selenbao isn't going to like, I mean, it costs like diplomats, but I mostly invest my diplomats into nothing. So how much are these books worth? Okay, we need to build a library once we can. We can build a library. It costs 37 right now to click this button. We don't click this button until okay. This is going up in price, not down. Not what I'm looking for. So we need masonry, paper, books, and tools to build this. This is a lot of things. I'm wondering if maybe I click this button now. I think we maybe do. I'm gonna click this button now instead of later. Alright, so we should now have a sizable amount of stuff going into there. So we can build a market village over in your capital. Which, is that what I want? Or do I want to build something else? A mason doesn't give you very much money directly, is the issue for you. So I think we don't try to build a mason for you. I think we instead... Okay, this is actually quite expensive. Do you have anything? No. Lumber and fish is not super useful for you. None of this shit is worth anything to you. I think that we just build a market village and let them build whatever they're going to build after that point. They're at 23 negative right now. Tanjung Penang is going to become a city at some point, or it's going to become a town rather at some point. Landak is getting market access preference. This market village is finishing. Also curious, once that finishes, that might actually majorly increase the diplomatic income that I get. Just because... Do I spend 43 ducats building you a market village? Honestly, yeah, I do. Selenbao needs to have some means of income, and a market village is not a great income source, but it's something, and currently they have basically nothing. Like, can I... Does my ledger give me the ability to see... the income of my places? What is it, Selenbao? They have an income of 0.8. Yeah, so an income of 0.8 Giving them 12, we're more than doubling their income. So this will massively swing their ability to develop themselves. So I think that's a good play for me, because they just don't have any natural resources to play with. Let's see. So we're building this. Once this is built, I probably shouldn't have built the library when I did, because the book value is going to drop continuously. So I think that was actually not an optimal play, but that's fine. How are we doing on this? This is going fine. How are we doing on there? We have a little bit. I can make my vassals into tributaries. Look at that. Cancel market access, preference, offer it. Ask to become our vassal. Sungo is at -22. Lundek's at Thinger. Alright. Scriptorium is finishing up. And yes, it's very clear that only engaging in colonialism in limited capacities as a part of a diplomatic effort to expand is massively superior for my ability to actually have a coherent early game. Oh, we can increase the size of the Schuler's Guild, apparently. That's useful. Right, the library is going to take about a year to build, so... Let us improve opinion with somebody. Let's improve opinion with Khmer, because Khmer has been a problem in the past. Let's actually do a couple of these. We'll also improve opinion with Majapahit, who has attacked us recently as well. So, for a long time, we were like, okay, well, Majapahit has never attacked us, and then... Now, admittedly, they didn't attack us. I think they attacked an ally, but that's beside the point. Same basic thing. So, in terms of what I'm going to do with my money, I think I need to start mass-producing fishing villages. And that means that I do need to stop migrating people into Temasek and start migrating people into the outlying islands. Let's see. Daik. I think Daik is... No. We want to encourage migration up here because... Also, do I want to build the settlements first? You know what I really want to build first is more masons. Because the price just keeps going up for my buildings. Like, I'm not able to keep the price of the buildings low, and I would like to get the price of these buildings to stay low. We're building those. We don't need to build any more of those. So fishing village is 47. We cannot build another layer of that yet. So I think actually we might end up just building one of the more expensive buildings instead. Like, we invest into the Mason. And then... Is this Anambas? Yes. Anambas needs to be fairly large. But it can't be as large as Tanjung Penang, or Tanjung Penang will not be the one that gets upgraded. Alright, so we now have you building nothing. This costs 47, we build another mason. How much are we making off of these masons right now? The price is not crazy high. We can now call Parliament. Promote urbanization. We do not have promote urbanization here, unfortunately, but that's fine. We can click on increase ties to neighbors. And the goal right now... What is this? Burghers controlled mining operations. This is the policy we want. So in addition to getting 17%, we also get the policy moved to where we want. We get war exhaustion and move toward conciliatory. I love this. We want to get the conciliatory, supportive, innovative ideas. We lose tradition, but gain innovative. This gives us a little bit of support for the thing that we're already doing. Love that for me. And we could do tax exemption for the nobility if we feel like it. We might actually do that just because they are not an enormous component of my current stuff. But if I click this button, I think we do this. We click this button, and then we can change another law. We can change this to religious teachings. This gives us a massive boost to our literacy rate throughout the empire, which is good. So we got 3 laws passed in one parliament. I'd consider that a decent win. That's a pretty big win for me. Okay, so now what do we do? Building more of these is expensive, so maybe what I actually want to do is build some ships that I can't afford to build because I don't have any fishing boats. Never mind, don't worry about it, that's fine. I could build a fishing village for 38. I'd prefer to get that down closer to 31. Okay, well, the game crashed. Let me take a look at my computer. I don't have a ton of free disk space, but I don't think it's that. I have quite a few gigs left. So, let's hope that when we load this game back up, it doesn't crash OBS. We'll see what happens. It just hit a... we just hit a month, so it should be saved. Like, very, very recently. I think it saves every month on Iron Man, so it should be fine. I might have lost something, but I definitely haven't lost that amazing parliament. So it should be fine.